How's it going, YouTubers? My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art artist. I'm coming to you from a corner of my art studio to talk to you about a secret, right? As I mentioned, or as the title of the video is, the secret to getting inspiration for artists, right? Or anyone for that matter. This is a thing that comes up often. It comes up so much. It comes up in artists, musicians, whatever you do, photographers. I don't even think you have to be an artist just to get inspired, whether you're, I don't know, I guess everything is an art. Whether you're a writer or work, any work you do. It seems that most people have this wrong. I certainly had it wrong. No one taught it to me. I was out running like a madman trying to find out what is the secret sauce to getting inspired. I remember when I started painting, I remember reading about artists, how they would go to different places and get inspired, or all this romantic, I guess, notion of being inspired. And as I mentioned, I was running around like trying to find out, what do I do? Do I have to visit a different country? Do I have to visit museums, or what is it that's going to get me inspired so that I can go and start my work? Many times not even a new thing. Many times just getting into the studio, and it's so pathetic because you're not taught this. It really comes down to character, but no one teaches this stuff. Or if they do, I don't know who's teaching. Maybe I'm not looking hard enough. But I certainly didn't have that info when I started painting. When I started trying to sell my work and just getting my work rolling. So even as I started painting, even as I started selling my artwork, selling commissions, and getting the ball rolling, I still had this problem, and I couldn't pinpoint it. I would talk to other artists. What is it? What is the thing? And everybody would give me this, BS about oh, you gotta wait for the right moment. Or some people, they do yoga, or other people they do meditation, and I think all those things matter. Those things are important, of course. I'm not discrediting them. Some people visit museums. Other people visit, I don't know, exciting places. Someone has to go to Monet's garden in order to really get inspired. I heard that one. Oh, if I were at Monet's garden on Giverny, France, I would get so inspired, and then I would start going. And I think all of that is BS. It's just another form of procrastination. But I didn't know that. See, I thought it was a pro, going into it and just, doing my work and but I would find myself having this fight between, I need to do that, I need to go get that, and actually going and getting it. And I think that it comes down to that. People have this idea, this romantic idea that you must get inspired, and how do you do that, right? Well, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to keep you longer. I'm going to tell you, there is no secret sauce. And I know, I'm sorry if I pissed anyone off, but there is no secret sauce. The secret sauce, well, actually there is, if you put it this way. The secret sauce is that you get yourself to work no matter how you feel. No matter what you think, no matter how you feel about it. And this takes practice. You might not get it the first time. You might experience it the first time, and all of a sudden you get all this energy. But it's like, I heard this sales pro talk about how if you don't have energy, it's because you don't go and spend energy. Some people say, oh, I'm not good at talking to people. It's because you don't do it enough. It's not because you're not good at it. Nobody's good at anything. Nobody gets inspired. Inspiration comes out of work. So what I'm asking you to do, rather than waiting to be inspired or hoping that you're going to get inspired, the secret sauce is you just go in it. I remember hearing Chuck Close talk about this. Amateurs wait for inspiration. The rest of us, a variation of that, the rest of us just show up to work. And And that is the secret sauce. That is what gets you inspired. Because once you start, for example, me as a painter, right? Once I start, even if I'm like bitching and complaining, I don't want to do this, and I'm like and I'm using the brush, or I need to do a commission and I don't feel like doing it because whatever reason, or I'm not feeling it, right? Well, no one is. It's very rare. I mean, if you wait for those moments, they're very rare, throughout. Some people say, oh, I wake up inspired every day. Well, good for you, but most of us don't. I remember saying that, and I was lying to myself. Of course not. You're not inspired every day. You inspire yourself because you show up, and then you get inspired, and you remember why you wanted to do that. So, for example, I go into the studio and I start painting, and as I'm complaining, or I'm like, oh, I got to mix paint, or I got to buy supplies, or this or that, I forgot. As I'm doing that, as I show up and I start moving my body and getting into that zone, I remember, oh, I wanted to paint those flowers, or oh, I had this commission, and I'm excited about doing this because I'm going to use these colors and this and that, and that's where the inspiration comes about. But it's not going to come right from the beginning. If it does, you're blessed. It doesn't always come from the beginning. It does sometimes, but it comes in very moment. You can't rely on those moments. What you can rely on is dragging yourself into the studio, or dragging yourself into whatever you need to do, the music rehearsal if you're a musician, or whatever you do. Drag yourself into the studio, and then from there, that's going to start coming out. It's going to start flowing. But that is how you get massive inspiration. You don't have to go to some exotic place. You don't have to go visit museums and oh, I got inspired. Okay, now I'm going to go paint. It's not true. It goes away so fast. Or you get inspired and you're like, oh yeah. And then once you start doing the work, you face the challenges of the day. And if you don't push through it, this is what I'm talking about. This is the sauce. Pay attention if you're new at this, and maybe those of you who are seasoned at it and maybe don't do it enough. You have to push through the resistance. See that your day comes with a resistance. Your day is going to come with, I don't feel like doing it. I gotta go pick up my kid at school. I gotta order paint, or I gotta go buy paint, or I don't have the right size canvas. And you have to start procrastinating, because it comes with a resistance. You got to push through that resistance. You got to push. And once you push, you start getting inspired, because that movement, that push, and I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about some forceful thing, like some ugly thing, like, no. I'm talking about showing up and being, and stepping up to the challenge. I'm not talking about some negative stuff that you're kicking yourself in the butt every time you're working. No, I'm talking about just showing up to the challenge and saying, okay, I'm here. I don't have the perfect brushes, or I don't have this, or I don't have that. It's fine. I'm not going to focus on that. I'm going to focus on just doing. Just get it done. This is where that Nike slogan comes in. It's like the Picasso said, the root of it all, a variation of this. I don't know exactly what the words were, but I got the message. It comes down to action. And if you don't have that action, no matter how much you get psyched out, how much you daydream, or you hang out with your buddies at the exhibit, or you're sharing a studio with other people, no matter how much you talk about it, or how much you visualize, it's not gonna come down to that. It comes down to this. It comes down to how much you can move, how much you can work, and in that, then the inspiration is gonna start flowing. Oh, maybe I can do this. Maybe I can do that. A tremendous amount. I mean, I'm talking about stuff you can't even handle that you're gonna have to write down. But be careful. I'll leave that for another video. All this inspiration is gonna start going in. Use it. Don't stop and don't try to use it. All that inspiration comes in. Boom. You become one with it, and you're going to start getting all these ideas, and you're going to move faster, and you're going to move. That's where the being in the zone comes in. But it will not come in unless you practice and rehearse, and you show up. You show up, and you start getting better at it without meaning to. It's just a natural progression. And it's like you're opening a channel. I'm not trying to be esoteric here, but maybe I am. You're pushing through the resistance, and you're opening a channel. The resistance is like if it's like a channel of water, and you're digging, for that water to go through. And the resistance is that dirt, those rocks, all of that. You gotta push through that. You gotta shovel your way out of that so that the water can go through. The inspiration can go through. It's not gonna happen. The water's not gonna come through unless you make a channel for it. Listen to this. Unless you make a channel for it, it's not gonna come through. I'll leave you with that. That is the secret, okay? That is the secret for inspiration. When I started the video, if you notice, if you go back to it, I wasn't as excited as right now. Why? Because as I'm talking about it, I am creating the channel for this to open, so that I can better explain it. Better ideas come to mind. Oh, a channel. It's like a channel of water, That's how it is. I'll leave you with that. My name is Jose Trujillo. I'm a fine art painter, and this is the secret sauce to inspiration. Just do it.